Hello and welcome back to Vault Holocron, where today I will explain the Gran species. The Gran are the sentient humanoids originally from the planet Canon. They had major colonies on Malastare and Hock. Gran could have brown, green, orange, pale orange or pink skin, black or blue eyes, had 2 stomachs, had large hands with either 6 fingers or 5 fingers with suction cups, had 3 eye stalks, had snouts, and antennae on their heads. The Gran could have different body shapes, with some having more human proportions and others having larger midsections. Gran could live for multiple centuries. The Gran were a colonial species, and so spread to many worlds, setting up colonies. On Malastare, the Gran seized control, taking power over the Dugs, over time become known for being greedy and aggressive. The Gran on Canon became known for peace and agriculture. Canon and Malastare were represented in the Senate by Gran. Canon was a farming planet. Now I'm going to explain some notable Canon Gran. First up is Ask Ayak, a male senator for Malastare during the last years of the Galactic Republic. He replaced Ax Mo after he was assassinated. Ayak was part of Palpatine's inner circle. After Kenobi found out about the clone army on Kamino, Ayak argued with Bail Organa over the necessity of the clone army, with Ayak arguing that the clones were needed by the Republic, and Organa arguing the opposite. Next is Ree-Yees, a male that works for Jabba the Hutt. In his early years, he was a thief and was exiled from Canon. He then became a henchman for Jabba, but had little value to Jabba. He was tasked with looking after Jabba's guard dog, Buboicula. One day he lost Buboicula on Jabba's sail barge. For this, Jabba stopped over a junkyard on Tatooine and made preparations to throw him off of the ship. However, Ree-Yees pleaded for his life and convinced Jabba to give him a chance to find the guard dog. Ree-Yees cleaned the sail barge while looking for Buboicula. Jabba then told him to clean the prison and the crate dragon cage to see if Buboicula was there. Ree-Yees did this, even diving into sewage to avoid being killed by the crate dragon. When he arrived back to Jabba, Jabba simply called Buboicula's name, and he came. Jabba had simply used Ree-Yees to clean the prison and the crate dragon cage. After Boba Fett lost Han's body to Crimson Dawn, Jabba placed a bounty on Fett. Ree-Yees was one of the henchmen who lowered their weapons when Boba arrived at Jabba's palace to avoid being killed by Boba Fett. At one point in time, a criminal at Jabba's palace called Sylvan Khan set up a rivalry between Ree-Yees and Chan Runtar by having Runtar be informed that Ree-Yees wanted to take his job. This caused Runtar to attack Ree-Yees. The two fought and Ree-Yees lost and begged for mercy. However, Jabba stopped the fight. Ree-Yees was present to see R2-D2 and C-3PO arrive at Jabba's palace, Ula be dropped into Batissa's pit, and to see Luke kill Batissa. He was on Jabba's sail barge when Luke Skywalker escaped his death to the Sarlacc pit and destroyed the ship. A drawing of Ree-Yees was in the Graph archive. Now for Morhonic, a male pod racer from Hock. He sold and bought parts for the Hutts. Having 3 eyes gave him an advantage against other racers. Morhonic competed in the Boonta Eve Classic race on Tatooine. He started the race behind Sebulba, but Sebulba caused him to crash very quickly. Morhonic was in a journal conserved in the Graph archive. We have a video explaining every Canon pod racer, including Morhonic in the card. Next up is Ax Mo, a male senator for Malastare before Ask Ayak, alongside Senator Ainley Team and Baskol Yisrim. He paid off many members of the Republic government, giving him good control over the government. When Coruscant Security Force Lieutenant Tanavos Exanta Devo attempted to amend the law to prevent crime in the underworld of Coruscant, Ax Mo used his power to block any change from going through. This caused Devo to focus on solving small cases on Coruscant, in hopes of building a case to stop the crime lords and corruption. When Padme requested that the Republic respond to problems in the Mid-Rim, this response included trade deals, which would benefit Malastare, Mo encouraged the Senate to let the bill pass. Mo was later assassinated. Next is Karras, a male senator for Kinyen during the Clone Wars. He allied with Padme Amidala. When Hondo captured Dooku, Karras travelled with Jar Jar Binks in order to collect Dooku and pay the pirates. However, he died when the ship he was on crashed. Now for Philo, a male senator from Kinyen. He was friends with Padme Amidala and Bail Organa. At one point in the Clone Wars, Philo met with other senators in order to try and stop the Enhanced Privacy Invasion Bill from passing by convincing them to stand against it. This was when Cad Bane and other bounty hunters broke in. Philo stood against this and was shot dead by Cad Bane. Next up is Unidentified Senator, a female senator during the time of the Empire. She was an important part of a plan by Palpatine, but was killed when a speeder crashed into her when Vader was chasing 2 rogue Inquisitors. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, and bye.